Yo guys, welcome back to another one on the channel, and today I'm going to walk you guys through the easiest way of getting diamond launchers in Black Ops 6. But quickly before we do get in today's video, if you aren't around it, be sure to subscribe to the channel, notifications, turn on to miss any more videos on the channel. I'm posting all the best camo guides for every single weapon with all the different challenges as well, so make sure you are sub with notice turned on. If you do enjoy it, smash thumbs up and let me know your thoughts on this in the comments below. But let's jump straight into it right now. Okay guys, so if we do come over to our launchers, I do have my launchers diamond now. I did get them finished up, which was really nice. If we come over to launchers, we've got the Sigma to start off with. So we're just going to go through all the different camo challenges and the easiest way of completing these. So for the first military camos, guys, for all of these to be completed, you need to get 50 kills or score streak destructions with the Sigma. And with this being able to lock on to score streaks, this is super easy to do. If you want to do this rapid, you could go ahead and do the kills and the score streaks at the same time. But personally, I was just doing this whilst doing other guns. So I was getting gold on an AR or an SMG or a shotty or whatever, whilst doing the Sigma score streaks at one time. So you're sort of killing two birds with one stone. However, like I said, if you do want to do this and just run about getting the kills and taking down score streaks, just jump into a game of hardcore. And if you want the easiest map to do it on, and you can just fire this down alleyways and just get multi kills at a time, go on hardcore face-off mosh pit. If we do come a look and take a look at where you can find that game mode, because this is going to be a key game mode for some of these launchers. So what we are going to do is click find a match, filter hardcore, and then do hardcore face-off mosh pit. That is going to be very easy. It's a bit of a grindy one. It's basically a 3v3 map made for 6v6 hardcore, so you are going to die a lot. It's very easy to get support in spawn traps. Just don't get annoyed with the game. Remember, you're doing this for launchers. It's not the end of the world. But like I said, for me personally, I done this with score streaks. But like I say, if you do want to get kills, you can jump into that game mode and just fire these rockets down the alleyways where you know a lot of people are going to be spawning, and just hope and pray you are going to be getting kills basically. Or like I said, you just go into a game, you do an AR, you do an SMG, and every time there's a UAV, a counter UAV, a chopper gunner, any sort of aerial score streak that does get called in, you just take it down. Because realistically, in majority of games of COD, there is 3 to 4 UAVs called in every single game, with maybe a couple of counter UAVs as well. You could probably do 5 UAVs or score streaks, sorry, within one game. So it's going to take you 10 games anyway, roughly, to do this if you don't go for the kills, you just try and do it with the score streaks. But like I said, if you do want to do it with kills, you can do it that way too. This first special one is to get direct hits with the Sigma. And again, what you want to be doing, guys, is jumping onto hardcore. And the reason I say to do it on hardcore is because a lot of people actually don't die if you hit them with the launcher in core. I don't know why. The amount of times I was getting hit markers with this thing and just like not actually full killing someone after direct hitting them with a launcher. But the way you're going to do this, guys, is sort of pre-aim little corners where you know a lot of people are going to run around. Like I said, on that face-off mosh pit, again, it's really good because you can just sort of fire it down the alleyways where you know a lot of people are going to be running. Not every single time you're going to get a direct hit, but a lot of times you will get lucky and you will manage to get that direct hit as well. So what you want to be doing is either playing that or go into a game where you know the areas. You go into a map where you know a lot of people are going to be running through certain areas. Just hard scope it, wait for the people to run through, and then you can just smash them in the face with it. Or another way that you can do it, like I like to do, is run into their sort of spawn area and hide behind a door that you know a lot of people are running through, because then they're going to run through that door, probably sit on a head glitch, which means you're just stood behind them. They've got no idea you're stood behind them. Then you can just fire that launcher into the back of them and get a nice, easy direct hit. And if you're going to be doing it that way, guys, I recommend you come to your perks and you put Ghost on, simply so you don't pop up on any UAVs, so your enemies won't know what sort of corners you are sat in. That is definitely what I recommend for getting the direct hits. Again, this is a little bit of RNG. Sometimes you are going to be hitting them directly. Sometimes you might miss them and it's going to hit the floor and blow up. But it is what it is. It's one of them. It's going to be a little bit frustrating, but you do only need 10 of these. Like I said, if you do play it the ways that I've just said, you sit behind a door, you let someone get to a head glitch, you know they're going to be sat there. You can just wait in a ratty corner, wait for them to sit there, hit them directly with that shot. Or you can just run around trying to quick scope people with it and just trying to get your shots up and hit them. That's what I was doing, to be honest. I was just running around the map, just trying to get my shot off as fast as I can and trying to hit the opponents that were there. The next one is going to be to destroy 10 aerial score streaks with the Sigma. Very easy. Like I said before, you're going to get 4 to 5 UAVs called in every single game. Just as long as you're taking a majority of these down, it's going to take you 3 to 4 games, a very maximum, to get this one done. Just every time there's an aerial streak in, make sure you're running engineer perks so you can see exactly where they are on the map. You can see them highlighted red on the map in the sky. Very easy to get this one done, guys. Very easy. The gold one is to then get 3 destructions, a score streak, or vehicles in a single match 10 times. This is bugged and it doesn't actually track 3 in one game. Mine was done way quicker. I think I ended up destroying about 7 score streaks in total and the whole thing was finished. I don't know what was going on. So what I definitely recommend, guys, is you just load into a game and you just focus on taking down score streaks. If you can get into a lobby where there's a lot of UAVs being popped, a lot of counter UAVs, chopper gunners, all of that, just stand at the back of the map and just keep aiming at those UAVs and counter UAVs and chopper gunners. Just focus purely on score streaks. Just go get after score streak after score streak after score streak. If you can get a couple of good lobbies where there's a bunch of UAVs, this is going to get done so quickly, because these do stack as well. So if you go in and you get 3 and then you get 6 6 UAVs, if you can get 9 UAVs in one game, it is going to count towards 3 of these. And again, this is sort of one that you can just do whilst you are running around with an AR or an SMG or whatever. Every time you hear UAV being called in, counter UAV being called in, that's when you just want to drop back for a second. Right, where is it in the sky? Find it, take it down, and get that one done, guys. Definitely recommend doing that. Again, it's not really hard to do with the Sigma. The Sigma's pretty simple to get done, in total honesty. It's really not that hard to get the Sigma done. The challenges are very easy, and of course you can lock onto score streaks. And then finally, I know you can't actually see the challenge, but it's to get 3 kills in a single match 10 times with the Sigma. So once again, what you want to be doing is just heading into that face-off mosh pit mode I did say about before. In hardcore, we're going to come hardcore face-off mosh pit, because the thing is, with the maps like Stakeout, a lot of people run to the same areas, run down the same alleyways. So as soon as you spawn in, just fire your rocket down there, just absolutely launch it down into the enemy spawn. You can get 2 to 3 kills with every single rocket, to be honest. It is so easy to do. You are going to get this challenge done ridiculously fast, guys. I'm telling you now. Just that's what you want to do. Just make sure you are playing hardcore. It's going to give you a much better chance of getting multi-kills. And the reason I say hardcore mosh pit and the face-off mosh pit, sorry, is simply because there are just so many enemies in the same sort of areas all the time. So if you can get one rocket to hit one person, there's a good chance you're going to get that rocket to hit 2 or 3 people, which is going to make it so much easier to get this challenge done. And again, these do stack, guys. So if you go in and you manage to get 30 kills in one game with your Sigma, you've done it all in one game. Absolutely perfect. I love the fact that they are stacking. That is exactly what we want to see. So that's the Sigma done, guys. Like I said, very easy to do with this one, because the majority of it is score streaks. It locks onto score streaks, which makes it very easy to do. And the next one, guys, is the HE1 launcher. And this one's a little bit more difficult. And again, the first 9 for the military ones are the same as the Sigma. Get 50 kills or take down 50 different score streaks. And with this one, you want to be getting 50 kills. There is no point trying to take down score streaks with this thing. It is way too difficult to be trying to take down UAVs and counter UAVs. You can do it, and you are going to have to do it, but don't put yourself through the trouble of doing more than you need to do. I definitely recommend just running around on hardcore. If you want to play normal hardcore, or like I said, the face-off mosh pit game mode, just run around and get your 50 kills with it. It's not too bad. The fire rate on it isn't too slow. By the time you get your optics up and then shoot, it's not too slow, which so it means you can do it pretty easily, and it's a lot faster than the Sigma was anyway. So that's what I recommend for this hardcore or hardcore face-off mosh pit. Just run around and get your 50 kills. And then of course the next one is 10 direct hits with this one. Same with the Sigma. Go into that face-off mosh pit, just fire this down the alleyways where you know a lot of people are going to be sitting. You can then get that direct hit, or sit in a corner where you know there's a head glitch that a lot of people sit on. Sit ratty in that corner, let people run to the head glitch, and then you can just sort of sit behind them. You wait for them to get there. Remember, make sure you've got ghost on. You can wait for them to get there, and then once they're there, you can just get that nice easy direct hit, because they're going to be so still. And just like the Sigma, it's going to work exactly the same way. Very easy to get the direct hits if you do just slow yourself down and play a little bit more ratty, or you can just run around and hope that you can manage to almost quick scope people with a launcher and get that direct hit on them. And then the next one, guys, is to destroy 10 score streaks or enemy equipment. So what you are going to want to do with this, guys, is of course take down UAVs or counter UAVs, or if you do see people using anything like a field upgrade, you know, you've got trophy systems, you've got the spring mines, you've got the assault packs, anything like that. Again, that's why I recommend you do run engineer, because engineer perk is going to allow you to see all of this through the map. You're going to be able to see them highlighted red. You can just beeline straight for that. If you see an assault pack on the floor, if you see a spring mine, a trophy system, a set scambler, whatever it is on the floor, just run to it and take it out. And like I said, you can take down UAVs and counter UAVs with this. It is just slightly more challenging. So what I'm going to do, guys, is link the video where I've explained exactly how you can take down score streaks with the HE1 at the top of the description. So if you do need to learn how to do that, I've already got another separate video up, so I'm not going to go too much into depth because I've gone fully in depth on that video. So I'll leave that link in the description so you can check that out straight after. And then for the gold camo, guys, it is going to be to get 3 enemy score streak destructions in one game. So again, like I said, you are just going to have to focus on UAVs, counter UAVs, and again, these are bugged. They sort of stack between games as well. If you get 2 in one game and then 1 in the next game, it seems to track for the progression. So at least right now, at the time of this video going out, it is slightly bugged. If you're watching this in the future, it might not be bugged anymore. You might actually have to do 3 in one game. So what I would recommend you doing, guys, is just sitting back, and what you want to do is just sacrifice your game. Every time you hear that UAV's gone up in the air, a counter UAV's gone up in the air, just sacrifice what you're doing. Let that first enemy that sees you kill you. You'll then spawn at the back of the map, and you can focus purely on those UAVs and counter UAVs. Like I said, I do have that video linked in the description. It's showing you how to destroy aerial streaks with the HE1 launcher. And then once that is done, guys, it's going to be onto diamonds, which is to get 3 kills in a single match 10 times. Just like the Sigma, hardcore face-off mosh pit. Easiest game mode to do it. Just jump in there, fire your rockets down those alleyways, fire your rockets into the enemy spawns. You're going to get double kills multiple times. And again, these do stack. If you can get 30 kills in one game, very easy to do, guys. I don't believe meleeing your opponents works. I did try it, and I don't think meleeing your opponents does work. You do actually have to explode them with the rocket. So just bear that in mind before you do start running around punching people. That goes with both rockets as well. You do actually have to blow them up with the launcher. That's how to get easy diamond launchers, guys. And I'm not going to lie, it is very easy to do when you play hardcore face-off mosh pit and you learn how to take down those UAVs with the HE launcher, because of course that doesn't lock on, which does make it a little bit more challenging. But if you go and watch that video where I explain how to destroy aerial streaks, you're going to have your diamond launchers done in no time at all, guys. So hopefully today's video has helped you guys out. If it has, be sure to smash a thumbs up, as it's meant way more than you can ever imagine. Let me know if you've got any more questions in the comments below. I'll do my very best to answer them for you guys. Make sure you are subscribed, notifications turn off for all the best camo guides in Black Ops 6. But I appreciate watching on the 10. Hope you have an amazing rest of the day. I'll catch you on the next one in a bit. Peace.